Welcome back to NT Coins World. If you're a coin enthusiast or a collector, you know just how fascinating state quarters can be. These coins are more than just a piece of currency. They're little time capsules that represent the rich history and culture of each state. Today we're diving deep into two specific state quarters that have garnered attention in the numismatic world for their potential high value: the 2002p Indiana State Quarter and the 2005p Oregon State Quarter. In this video, we'll explore the details of each of these coins, their mintage figures, their unique features, potential errors and varieties, and most importantly, their value in the market today. Let's get started. First, let's take a closer look at the 2002p Indiana State Quarter, a coin that, in fine condition, is worth more than you might think. The 2002p Indiana State Quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program released by the US Mint in 1999. Indiana was the 19th state to be honored in this series, and its quarter was released in 2002. The design on the obverse features the standard profile of George Washington, while the reverse showcases an image of an outline of the state of Indiana, with a star marking the location of Indianapolis. Along the bottom, you'll see the state's motto, the Crossroads of America, which references Indiana's role as a central hub for transportation and commerce in the United States. Now, in fine condition, this coin's value might not seem extraordinary at first glance, but there are factors at play that can make it more valuable than the typical face value of 25 cents. When the coin was first released, millions were struck, but as we know with many collectible items, rarity, condition, and demand are what really dictate value. The 2002p Indiana State Quarter has a mintage of over 500 million coins, which means it's relatively common in circulation. However, coins in fine condition, meaning they've been circulated but still retain some legible details, can fetch a price of around $1 to $2. While the value for a typical fine condition coin is modest, it's important to highlight that certain factors can dramatically increase its value, even in a coin of this mintage. For example, collectors are always looking for specific varieties or errors. Some of the most valuable Indiana State Quarters come with errors, such as die cracks or striking issues, which could push their value well beyond $5 to $10, even in fine condition. On top of that, collectors might be willing to pay a premium for coins that are part of a complete set, or that come with a significant provenance, so always keep an eye on the potential for high bids when listing them. The value of the 2002p Indiana State Quarter could also see an increase based on market demand and the current trends in the world of numismatics. Historically, coins from popular series like the State Quarters can fetch high prices when they are rare or in high demand, and that could include even coins in fine condition if the right buyer comes along. However, as we transition from one valuable coin to the next, it's worth noting that the Indiana State Quarter has not reached the highest levels of market value when compared to other state quarters. But still, its historical significance and connection to a key state make it an interesting piece for collectors to keep an eye on. Now that we've discussed the 2002p Indiana State Quarter, let's move on to another fascinating piece, the 2005p Oregon State Quarter. The second coin, the 2005p Oregon State Quarter, is another gem from the 50 State Quarters program, released 3 years after Indiana's quarter, and it honors the state of Oregon, which was the 33rd state to join the Union. Released in 2005, this coin features a detailed reverse design that shows a scene of Crater Lake, one of Oregon's most famous natural landmarks. A majestic tree silhouette stands against the backdrop of the lake, and the state's motto, "She flies with her own wings," is emblazoned across the top, symbolizing Oregon's pioneering spirit and independence. Like the Indiana Quarter, the 2005p Oregon State Quarter was minted in huge quantities. The total mintage for the 2005p Oregon Quarter is just over 410 million, meaning it too is considered fairly common when you're looking at circulated examples. The fine condition of the Oregon State Quarter, just like Indiana's, might only net you a small premium above face value. Most examples of the 2005p Oregon State Quarter in fine condition are valued at around $1 to $3, depending on the state of the coin. However, what makes this quarter particularly interesting to collectors are the potential for valuable varieties and errors. In 2005, the US Mint encountered several quality control issues with various coins, including the Oregon State Quarter. Some of these coins suffered from double striking errors or were improperly struck, leading to off-center or misaligned designs. These types of errors are highly sought after by collectors and can increase the value of an Oregon State Quarter significantly, sometimes reaching upwards of $10 to $20 even in fine condition, and on rare occasions higher values if the error is particularly unique or dramatic. Additionally, one error variety that stands out is the missing clad layer error, where the quarter has an incomplete layer of its copper-nickel composition, exposing the core of the coin. These types of errors are much rarer, and the right Oregon State Quarter with this flaw could easily command anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000 in exceptional cases. The popularity of the Oregon State Quarter, combined with these error varieties, makes this coin an attractive target for both collectors and investors. Although most coins in fine condition won't reach those lofty values, it's important to recognize that the coin has potential, especially if you find one with a rare error or variety. What's fascinating is that even a coin in fine condition can appreciate in value, particularly as the market for state quarters continues to grow. Collectors who are passionate about completing their state quarter sets are always on the lookout for specific coins in different grades, and as more time passes, the rarity of certain varieties and errors becomes more apparent. The Oregon State Quarter, much like the Indiana State Quarter, holds its place in U.S. history as part of the 50 State Quarters program, a series that created a deep connection between Americans and their states. While they might not be the most valuable on their own, these coins provide a gateway into the world of numismatic collecting, where small details can make a big difference. In conclusion, the 2002p Indiana State Quarter and the 2005p Oregon State Quarter are two fascinating examples of U.S. state quarters that offer more than meets the eye. While both coins in fine condition might initially seem to be valued modestly, their historical significance, potential for error varieties, and future demand make them interesting choices for any collector. Remember, always check your coins for subtle errors, as they could turn a typical quarter into a valuable treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these state quarters could become a valuable part of your collection. So be sure to keep an eye out for those elusive varieties and errors. Thanks for tuning in to NT Coins World. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin insights and deep dives into the world of numismatics. Until next time, happy collecting.